Adam17 once again. This is my Metro Last Light Ranger Hardcore difficulty walkthrough. This is chapter 14, it's entitled Dark Water, and as you can see the water's exceptionally dirty and quite dark, so it's appropriate. But this guy has saved us. I forget his name. He's a Russian dude in this area, and he's going to take us to Venice, but before we can go there we have to do some like mild prawn shooting and stuff like that. So prawns on this game, or shrimps, or whatever the hell they're called, have been mutated thanks to the radiation of the future. So they're not quite what you're expecting. So if you're thinking, District 9, you're not going to get those ones. The prawns come in here to check for the contraband from the prawns, and they're just everywhere. It's not like that. It's not South African at all, unfortunately. Would be quite funny if it was. And it also isn't the little pathetic things that you get on sandwiches or, cocktails. But they're still quite dangerous, and because this is on Ranger Hardcore, anything that can be dangerous can be exceptionally dangerous on this difficulty, so here they are. And you get an achievement for killing these things. I think it's like kill a certain amount of them throughout the game. Don't worry about that at all. You don't have to go out of your way to do it. It's one of those things where you'll do it in a playthrough just by bumping into them, and you can always replay. It's not one of those where you've got to do it in a single playthrough or any silly collectible notion like that. But what's going to happen is these creatures are going to jump onto the boat and they're going to attack you, and I've got my trusty shotgun, my favourite shotgun on the game, and here we go. So it's kicking off. This one's having a go at me. It's trying to kiss me with its ridiculous sucker teethy thing, kind of like a vagina from hell. And then you save these dudes with some knife stabs, and from this part onwards you're vulnerable. So this is when the game starts effectively. So your buddy's going to help you with a magnum. He's also going to throw some dynamite, but this is where you're going to get hit. So you can either evade it and try and use your stealth and use your med packs, or you can tank it with your face, because I'm doing a convincing job of that, which is cool. Because there's not much space to maneuver, and you are getting splashed. Just, keep your head on a swivel, keep your shotgun loaded, and you should be okay. It's got some good music, this section, as well. Some tense, firefighty music. Your screen's getting splashed, you're firing off some shells. Yeah, this game is stellar. I was really, really happy with the way it turned out. And I gave the disc back when the Factions DLC dropped. I completely just had a brain fart on that one, or I would have been able to cover that too, which I would have looked forward to doing, but I just didn't think. So I think I think there's some sequences here where you can either duck or press a button to stay in the boat, or it does these little cinematic knocks you out of the area moments. But it's been like a month and a bit since I played this, so while my memory is quite good, and I will remember bits that need to be said, some of the subtle little things does get lost. My short-term memory is atrocious. My long-term memory is actually quite good. This is not going to be a section you're going to get really stuck on, because it's more style over substance. It's not a challenge as much as it is kind of just an endurance of, this is an on-rails moment, stay alive, stay active, and everything looks a lot more intimidating and imposing than it actually is. This is kind of a cutscene where if you tried hard enough you could probably kill yourself. But now we've got the box of dynamite, pass it over to this guy, smoking around the dynamite like a champ, tosses it in the box, tosses it in the river. And that is a lot of those creatures. And here is the repercussions of that dynamite. But simple level, we're getting to the point now where some of the levels are quite swift, quite quick, and not too challenging. There's one coming up that's kind of annoying and awkward, but aside from that, it's all standard, it's all easy sailing, smooth sailing, and that's the end of the video, folks. So thank you for watching, and you take care now.